Okay, I have been going through a really weird time grappling the financial situation of the world slash US. Um, it's really perplexing. Now, I'm familiar with bubbles. I've been through two of them in my life. Yeah, two bubbles. I guess there was one when I was a kid that I didn't really understand. That would have been the bubble that sort of crashed in 1987, but it wasn't really a bubble. Um, this is this classic chart that people make to demonstrate the phases of a speculation bubble. People like to post it everywhere. It's kind of good wisdom. Uh, the smart money is at the beginning, then you have the takeoff, then it kind of sells off a little bit, then everybody starts talking about it, you know, and then once you get to here, there was a famous quote from I don't know who, but I think it was some kind of trader in Wall Street that said the person shining his shoes was giving him tips on stocks, and he knew that it was time to sell everything. And I believe we're here to here, delusion to new paradigm. I was talking to somebody on Twitter about this, and he was saying that he thinks we're here in denial. But we haven't really had, well, maybe we have today. Uh, Perhaps in a couple days we'll be there. And then, but every bubble seems to follow this pattern. You get to, it's different this time. That's what new paradigm means. It's different this time. Like all the old rules don't apply anymore. And it seems like it, because it just keeps going. The housing bubble really threw me for a loop because I was at the age where I wanted to and had the means to buy a house at normal prices, but they just kept going up. I'm sure millennials and Gen Z can say, cry me a river, but I went through that as well. It was very difficult. I basically had to wait for the crash, which took, I don't know, about 7 years. So then, you have the denial that, that it's not really crashing, return to normal when you have the bull trap. In other words, the collapse has a rally within it. And then boom, 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 boom. And then the stocks this is when the smart money buys again. Uh, they buy it when, they say when there's blood in the streets, as they say. And to look at some other previous bubbles, uh, this is a fascinating one. This is the tulip bubble. This was a bubble that happened in the 1600s, and it only took a year to go through. The price of a tulip went from 25 somethings, I don't know, $25, whatever it was, to $200. At this point, people couldn't afford a tulip. People were going in on a tulip in groups. And this is a flower, mind you. So a flower that's really pretty, but at the end of the day, it can only sit in a vase for a little while, and that's it. But it went up like crazy, and then finally it collapsed down to what the price of a tulip should have been. A pretty flower that should be expensive, but not an investment vehicle. So that's what happened. And we grow a lot of tulips here, so yes, they are very beautiful flowers, and but they're not like worth a zillion trillion dollars. They're just a flower. So then we have this bubble here, the South Sea Company bubble, which has an interesting backstory because it kind of has some of the psychology of what's going on now. Um, you had, I think, Sir Isaac Newton. He bought in like here, kind of like smart money almost. Cashed out though like here, you know. So he felt kind of smart, but then he watched this happen, Like then say he got up to like here, so he buys in again. It's called FOMO, fear of missing out. FOMO, as they call it. And he did that, and then he like rode this, and then it came down, and he's like, screw it, like right around here. He basically lost most of what he gained buying back in. Um, And what makes this bubble we have right now so different, and I'm not even talking about the stock market, the bubble we have in these cryptocurrencies is beyond insane. Like stocks, you can argue are overvalued or whatever, but a stock is at least a company that you own a piece of. Um, and in theory, like for me, the hope I always try to buy stocks that pay some kind of dividend. You know, not every stock pays a dividend, of course, most don't. And I do buy growth stocks as long as they're like newer companies. But dividends are great because you actually get paid for owning the company. But you know, whole argument about that. I've had arguments with people about it. Personally, I would rather have dividends than growth. But there's a case for growth stocks, you know, and I do invest in those. But the thing is that uh, with this crypto stuff, there's no path to a dividend. It's all just it's going to go up because why? Because it goes up and doesn't earn anything. You know, that's one of the criticisms like Warren Buffett would make about gold and silver, and it's correct that they can't earn a dividend. They can't. They're just metal. They have uses, they have value, but they're just metal. It's correct. But what's happening? First of all, Bitcoin itself, no one even knows who made it. I think the other cryptocurrencies, you can make the case that you know that it's been that they know who made it and what the purpose is and why you should buy it or whatever. I don't own it. I only bought the doggy coin and I lost it. I mean, I lost the drive that had it. I had like what they call a cold storage wallet, and in a move, I lost it. Wasn't that much. I'm not that sad, but that's the only cryptocurrency I ever bought. Um, but Friday night, I was watching the Portland Andy channel, and we had some fun watching the launch of the Trumpcoin. And he, like me and other people in his chat, were kind of frustrated. It's like, why didn't we know about this and get in on it? Because it was going insanely up. And although I think these things are gimmicks, I would have gone in on it because I mean I could have turned $1,000 into like enough to pay off my house. You know, I mean it would have been like you know fantastic. I would have if I could get in and get out. You know, theoretically, I don't know how the complications of that work because I haven't used these. I have not used these currency or these cryptocurrency sites like Coinbase or whatever. I haven't gotten past certain stages in registration because I just don't want to give them that much information. I would like to just buy it with a credit card and sell it on an exchange or something. Can't do that. You have to give them a lot of information. Give them your bank account and stuff. And just ugh, yeah. I get a icky feeling, and so I always stop. But in any case, it went up all night, and then you know I went to bed, got up in the morning, and I've been like following it on Twitter like a rabid dog because I just can't get my mind off of this phenomena that it would keep doing this because in about 2 days, Trumpcoin had reached the market capitalization of Bitcoin that Bitcoin took 8 years to get to. So 2 days this happened. And then I think today it's like collapsed in price. And the Melania coin, I mean, guys, this is getting ridiculous, more by the minute. The Melania coin had launched and it went up like a whatever zillion% while the Trump coin went down by half. And I don't know if there's going to be other Trump family member coins or anything, or these meme coins. There's a lot of them, but at some point, this has to have some sanity return. You know, we have to, at some point, this mean line down here has to return. Um, this is insanity. I don't know what's going on. And one of the ironic, strange points about this is that a lot of the what is it the crypto people, the like serious crypto people, I guess you'd call them, they are kind of furious about this because they take it seriously and they don't like a meme coin coming in here and making it all look like a joke. But it is. I mean, cryptocurrency has no intrinsic value. It is simply a means of exchange, much like the dollar is. and yeah, they say, well, they can print them. Well, yeah, you can always make another crypto coin. So, as we're finding out, um, yeah, and so they're mad about it. I don't see very many people who are happy with Trump coin or Trump himself about this. He's about to swear in, and people already don't like him, at least from my Twitter feed. And I know Twitter feeds are catered to what you want to see, but yeah, at some point, sanity must return. What it takes to get us there is what I fear, but what can you do? Can't control what you don't control. But stay sane if you're going to play with these things. Consider it like buying lottery tickets or gambling, like at a casino or something, because it's worse than a casino. Because at least with the casino, they're not selling it to you like an investment; they're selling it to you as entertainment. So yeah, think about it that way, and I'm out.